Hey guys, welcome back to another PSO2 station recap. So this is like the second portion of this. Usually they do like first video or like a first stream where they announce a bunch of stuff, and then of course then they do a second one where they get into more detail, and I do videos on both because I'm masochist. But not besides the point. Anyway guys, the last video that I did for the station recap didn't really get a lot of, I hate saying this because it's always weird, because I'm curious as far as like what you got your responses. It didn't get a ton of views, so I don't know if it's something that you guys enjoy, if it's content you guys really care about, or if you're looking at this stuff on your own, you really don't want to hear my opinion about it. I don't mind doing these sorts of videos, but sound off in the comments or a like or anything like that. Just give me an idea that this is something you guys actually care about. Or if you don't like the video, dislike it. Hey, you know what? That's up to you. That is your choice to make. If the video sucked, then you should get to click the downvote button if that's what you want to do. Makes me feel kind of bad, but something that you're able to do. So before we continue on any further, just a little bit of feedback would be helpful from you guys, whether it be in Discord or on the YouTube video. It's always appreciated. Anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into this because I could talk forever. So they did a stream just recently on the 7th, and here is the more detailed information. So I've kind of thumbed through this on my own just because it's almost impossible not to, just so I had an idea of what we have coming up. And I'll be honest guys, I don't know how I feel about this one. It seems interesting, it seems like a step in the right direction, but I don't know if it's enough. Maybe I'm just like, my eyes are glazed over and I'm tilted because I still don't have my 14 star that I actually want, and so many people have them now. It just feels bad, but maybe I could play more. Like, I've seen people had enough Conqueror's Crest to get theirs now, but I mean, it's just, dude, that grind, it just feels so bad. Anyway, let's go and hop into these. So Omega Falls Loser, they did say flat out the boss's behavior has changed since the first iteration. And this time he's weak to dark and light. So instead of it being light and, well, so this is interesting. Omega Falls Loser. So Falls Loser and Omega Falls Loser. I'm not sure if they're trying to say that Falls Loser was different and Omega Falls Loser is going to be different than Falls Loser. Because to my knowledge, we haven't had Omega Falls Loser, unless I missed something for real, like they did a test run of something. I just didn't see it. But to my knowledge, we haven't had Omega Falls Loser, so take that for what you will. But they said this time he's going to be weak to dark and light, which is kind of interesting. That means for anyone who does do loser runs like at the proper party, when we were doing like buffed loser runs and want to run them like a decent amount, like a decent speed, part of the strategy is you want to break the loser's clock. And to do that, I think you have to inflict like Mirage on his clock or something like that, which can be done via Xanverse. I don't remember all the specifics, but I'm pretty sure that's kind of how it works. Basically, they just Xanverse in front of the clock, and I do damage to it. That's the long story short. I'm not a techer, so I don't really care. I know as a bouncer you can do it, but I play in a group of people with a techer, so I don't do it because they're there to do it. So there's no point in me doing it if they're going to. But basically, is Xanverse breaks open the clock, and that's how it goes. So it'll be interesting to see how his clock will work if you can break it open, like, without using Xanverse or inflicting Mirage, or if that's still going to be the way that it works out. We'll see. We also get a little bit of information about the Dark Blast Loser. They're going to have weapons that will be similar to the Detonation series that have an effect on loser form. I guess that's what they're calling it. A loser form. I guess Falls form and loser form would be the different names. But it's going to have an effect on loser form similar to how the Detonation series had an effect on Elder form. Oh, okay, so Elder form and loser form is what they're calling them. So maybe you'll see more forms soon, hopefully. So Incarnation of Knowledge. We get 14-star weapons that have some unique potentials. The Launcher has a partial homing ability with its potential, which is an example. The Talus potential, let's see, the 14-star Talus potential makes the support tech's charge time 0. So instant charge time on techs. That's interesting. Okay. Conqueror's Crest may also drop in this quest. And the Caldeum series also drop. Caldeum series supports the super special abilities. I wonder if this is like, if this is something you can spam, or if this is like a EQ. It doesn't seem to be an EQ. It seems like it'd be spammable, so be interesting. Since you can get Conqueror's Crest from it, I always said you should be able to spam stuff you get Conquest quests from. You need 500 of them. Getting one per quest, you still have to do the quest 500 freaking times. So I feel like that's kind of fair, you know? Besides the point. So we also get the Easter event. You can get the certificates as a bingo reward, which you can then trade in for a plus 30 ray weapon. This is great for new players who always talk about upgrading weapons expensive. I don't know how to really do it. Like, what should I be getting? What do I need? They're literally handing you a weapon to start out the beginning of your end game grind. So, or I mean, even early. Like, some classes can use their weapons a little earlier based on their stats. Please, for the love of God, do not put points in your tree for main stat to be able to use a weapon. Just level up and level up your mag appropriately. Please, please, please do not waste points on your tree for that. Unless you have point or you have resets that you can use, don't do it. It's not worth it. But anyway, we're also getting an Arcs Boost Rally, which is cool. It's going to be Urban Seabed and Quran. I think I pronounced that right. Shouldn't be difficult. So we'll be getting the Altafina will drop during the event. The potential similar to Alta weapons in the series. I don't know what those potentials are, so I'll have to check it out. The Val series will also drop. There'll be a new super special ability. Wild Easter this time will take place in Las Vegas. The collection file contains a color variation of Las Vegas weapons. A color variation of Las Vegas weapons. It's interesting. Hang on a sec. I want to move my mic over just a little bit. Sorry, guys. I have a little bit of a different mic setup right now. Hopefully it sounds okay still. So the collection file contains a color variant of Las Vegas weapons. These weapons will support super special abilities. And the 14-star wired lance will be coming from here, I guess. The Quad Glitter. And powers up grapple PAs when near max gear. Just guard temporarily creates an effect that stops gear consumption. Interesting. You can just guard and then get a free attack in that doesn't cost any gear. I guess it would still cost PP, right? So that's something. We're getting a Crimson Dragon trigger soon, which is cool. They didn't say when, but we'll get it in the future. The next 14-star weapon category is going to be the Wire Lance added in for Easter. We're going to get the bow in next season, and they don't have the plans for a 14-star Gunslash. So currently your only option is the Atra Gunslash, which I will be switching my weapon over to once I get freaking 14-star DB. Anyway, the new boost event, they're planning to have a boost event for Magatsu and Vardha in the future. Really? Magatsu and Vardha. I guess I get Magatsu, but Vardha? Okay. They asked questions about when was the PSO2 cloud planned. They started a project about a year ago. Development actually started to advance around May to June. Went pretty fast since they didn't have to create something new like Vita or PS4. Yeah, they basically just put everything in a cloud system and made it so that you guys were able to access it. So it's not a really big change. So they also took a poll, I guess, or they took the information of what with Conqueror's quests were used on the most. And it looks like first place was the Eternal Psycho Wand. Second place being the Qual Scarlet. So that would be the, I believe, and you know what? I'm going to look it up because I don't want to look like a complete idiot. I'm pretty sure this is the dual blade. I'm concerned. I don't want to have to scrap this video. Okay, we're good. Yep. So, Qual Scarlet. So, it's the dual blade. I was freaking out like, oh my god, don't let something bad come up and I have to redo this whole video and I can't upload this to YouTube, but it's fine. In third place is Lavis Cannon. Lavis Cannon's really, really good. Qual Scarlet's really, really good. I don't know about the Eternal Psycho Wand. I guess it's good since everyone's getting it. This is something I'm actually pretty excited about, which is kind of cool. The Extreme Quest clear rate. So the Terran Phantoms is the multiplayer one. It's got a participation rate of only 31%, which is surprising. I guess only 31% of people have actually tried this. Granted, this clear rate is 73%, which is pretty decent. I feel like is a good accurate amount. This part I like a lot. Fanatical Phantoms, participation rate 28.6%, clear rate 38.2%. That's low. A third of the population has actually been able to get through the quest, which is interesting. Hopefully they don't mess with it. Leave it alone. I know some people out there crying like it's too hard, it's not fair, certain classes have advantages. Yep, absolutely. Bouncer's one of the ones where it's difficult. It's doable, but it's difficult. And then you hear people crying, your stat has tons of iframe. Shut up. Get out of here. Game's not about tons of iframes. Game's about short, quick iframes you can utilize and then get quick retaliation attacks, and that's what it actually works out. But again, that's an argument for a different video. We won't get into that. So this is the roadmap corrections. This is their roadmap of what we'll be releasing and kind of what order. So early summer stages, we're going to get the standard class level up to 85 cap with new skill added. Hopefully it's something good, makes class feel better. We'll see. Or it might just be useless crap that we don't need. So, well, I mean, who knows? New skills added. We're also getting a new free field. We're getting the Enchanted Forest free field, which is cool. So a new zone altogether. Special e-trial that was going to have us recover 1 Dark Blast usage. So you may be able to get an extra Dark Blast in these free fields specifically. They're adding weapons that can be upgraded to 14 stars. That's interesting. So, like you guys noticed, and I've mentioned this beforehand, the Val weapons can be turned into the 14-star variants, which are okay, but they're not, in most cases, or in a lot of cases for other weapons, they're not a replacement for the other 14-star counterparts. Dual Blades definitely not a replacement for the Jupiter Tullus. Like, oh my god, they're so bad. But let's see what those 14-star weapons end up being. It's going to be one of the situations where hopefully they're good. Only time will tell. We're getting new enemies, of course, probably with the new free field, but new enemies, hypes, I'd imagine. Hopefully not reskins. We'll see what they end up being. Episode 5 story chapter 4. I'm at the point now I want episode 6. Like, I'm so over episode 5, dude. Like, I want a new class and I want a different zone. I'm tired of this zone that we've been in so far. It's not really been super exciting for me personally. New collaboration live event and new collaboration scratch. Doesn't say exactly which one we're going to be getting, but it's, you know, there's one planned. We're also going to get, this is also pretty interesting, a new 4-player endless quest. How far can you advance? We know the last quest they released was pretty difficult, and it's only up to 5 stages. It's the 4-man quest, of course, the extreme quest. Is it going to be something like that, just as hard? It'll be interesting to see. I know when it came out, myself and a friend, we duoed it, which was pretty fun. It was also pretty panicky because if any of us died, it became a race to see if anyone could if someone could pick the other person up without getting themselves killed. More so in a group of 3. We found out it actually doesn't even scale, which is interesting. So a group of 2 is actually pretty difficult to do that, and short of doing it by yourself. And I said that it's a 4-man quest that they added in. The other one, let me scroll up real quick. The Terran Phantoms, who 2-manned it. It was pretty fun. Anyway, so summer changes we're getting after that is going to be the PSO2 6th anniversary web event. The event limited quest added. We're also going to get a new 8-player raid boss. Not 12, but 8 players. So maybe it's alluding to it being like a castle raid boss, like one of the Buster quests. Because usually our Buster quests are 8-mans. So we'll see. They're adding new PAs and techniques. So again, hope they're good. We'll see. I want to see new Type 0 or new PA variants for the current PAs we have. So we'll have to see. Hopefully there are some good PAs. We're getting Dark Blast semi-transparent form. I'm assuming that just means that you can make the Dark Blast semi-transparent. That way people can see through you, so it's not too difficult. Or maybe it's a new Dark Blast. I don't think so, because if it was, that's a lame name. Also, new 12-player Mother and Deus EQ. They said they were smashing together basically Mother and Deus together. I don't know if it's like you do Mother then Deus afterwards, or you do them both at the same time, or how that's going to work out. But we'll see. It's gonna be interesting. And then the 14-star egg should be coming around summertime. So that's really it, and this is going to be March 20th stuff, where they literally go over the same thing, but with pictures and other stuff. You guys can check out. I went over this in one of my other videos. But anyway, what are your thoughts? What do you guys think? Anyone really excited for anything specific? I know I'm really excited to find out what this new skill is going to be for each class. What the new techniques are going to be for each class, new PAs. It'll be interesting to see how those work out. And the new event, like the new free field. The new free field, they're adding 14 stars that can, or weapons that can be upgraded into 14 stars. How is that going to work, and what are those 14 stars going to be like? Well, guys, sound off in the comments. Let me know what you think. If you guys have any ideas of what it might be, if you guys see any sort of information about what it could be. I apologize, my mouth is probably running ridiculously fast because I'm really tired. I actually was falling asleep before I decided to do this video because I wanted to get it done tonight and get it uploaded, since it can get done really fast, since I'm actually doing these in OBS now, where I can directly upload them to my YouTube channel, making it super easy to get these videos done. No extra editing required at all on my part, which is beautiful. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Again, any feedback would be great, and what you guys are excited for. I mean, what 14 stars are you guys really going for with these Conqueror's crests? Like, I know people are really going hard on these, but like, which ones are you guys actually getting? I keep seeing tons of pictures of people just getting 14 stars. There was a video, I think, a picture on one of the Facebook groups of someone that's like had 5 or 6 14 stars that have just dropped for him since they increased the rates, and I mean, everyone hates him, but he's got quite a few. And I'm just curious, like, how well it's been for you guys. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Oh, secret phrase, by the way. This was already done, but cool stuff that came from that. Hopefully you guys didn't miss it. Usually you can just buy those off the market board, by the way. Anyways, hopefully you guys have been lucky. You've gotten some awesome stuff. Maybe something in here has been exciting for you. If you guys do find any other information, feel free to link it in the comments. Let me know about it. I'll be more than happy to take a look at it. And I will catch you guys on the next one.